There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Here's Williams throwing on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Williams firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift down to about the 45. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. Allen's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Williams. And he'll find Everett there, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial. Touchdown, Bears!
Khalil Herbert.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 9.
Throwing. Love. Got it. And a loose football.
And looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Williams, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
7 yards, the pick up there. Second down and 3.
Back to throw. Williams.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route.
Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving up the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, first and goal.
On the option to give to Swift here.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now receiver in motion left.
Swift again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Khalil Herbert.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Play action this time with Love.
And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's second and 10.
To throw now, here's Love.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he
can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Following the interception, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Edwards leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Love now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Love.
He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Third and 8.
Operating from the gun, Williams. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now Williams on 1st down.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Johnson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Big week, every week. Do it. Let's do it. Guys, get it all out here. Leave it all out here. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's go. Let's go right here.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Give them 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Here's Love.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lloyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Williams. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Reed. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll accept that penalty.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Love. Quick slant to Watson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Lloyd down to the 25. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Williams now throwing to start the drive. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down, and incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. That one a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, going to the air with Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going back to Love. And Watson has it right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing. Love.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd down, Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
On 3rd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Williams throwing to start the drive.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Williams to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Here comes Reed.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
2nd and 10.
Now Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. To the air again, Love.
To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Williams.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake. Williams. They'll find Everett there, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers ready to take over offensively. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love, they go play action now.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
On And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know if they scripted this drive or they're going off field, but that's 3 plays that are working pretty well.
Yeah, not only that, there's 3 first downs as a result. Might want to think about maybe taking a timeout on defense and trying to regroup because their strategy thus far is simply not working.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3rd and long for Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Williams throw complete here to Kmet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And it's a room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
81 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a 1st down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Williams toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packers offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Love from the gun.
Quick slant to Watson.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That third down conversion good for 23. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's third down.
Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Love now. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Love with a give to Dillon.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing. Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th-quarter stop? Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Working out of the gun. Love.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. To the air again, Love. Touchdown, Packers! From 3 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. 115 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere. The most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.